Okay, now the second one, am I operationally ready? Okay, let's talk about the target markets. Who are you targeting to coach? There are three key areas: career coaching, relationship coaching, life coaching. What are you targeting? Okay, so when you design your coaching or define your coaching, you need to understand this, and with this you must understand where are you fishing for the people. Now if you are targeting career coaching, where are you finding these people who needs to be career coached? All right, so are you fishing at the right grounds? Now if you are trying to target the relationship or parenting coaching, and you're always mixing around with the people who are, not having the job, and their mind is always looking, where's my next job, where's my next job, even though their relationship is failing, they don't know how to engage you. Okay, so you need to know where to fish in the right place. Now moving on, the positioning. So I've seen coaches work in various ways. Some of them have limited resources, or limited scope. They're basically quite a small boat, but they're very ambitious in a very big ocean. Now when you go there, it's not that it's wrong, but with such a small boat, meaning that the limited resources, limited experiences, limited the competency, even when you land a big catch, you're not going to reel in your catch because your boat is not big enough. And then on the other aspect of it, I've seen people who have got 10 different types of certificates, 20 different types of tools. Their ship is very big. They're a big trawler, but they are in a small pond. They are not able to go to the place where the fishes are. And so they complain, wow, after I spend so much thousands of dollars on my degree, my PhD in coaching and counseling, I don't get a single client. The problem is because your boat is big and the pond is small. You have to go and look for the big pond. Okay. Now, networking. Are you networking in the right place? This links up to the fishing, your fishing ground. Okay. Now, the second thing, your presentation. So presentation means your outlook. Like it or not, we live in a very superficial society. And what happens in that is that people base on your ability to coach on your outlook, how you look. I've seen this guy, very experienced, a lot of qualifications as well as working experiences. He is mature looking, but the problem is that he never take great care of his hair. In fact, he was balding. And despite how he tried to convince people, right, he doesn't get the coaching assignment. And the reason is because his hair is totally messy. He always looks like he wakes out of bed, and he's not credible in the sense. So yeah, plus he has I think a weight issue. So what happens is that people find it hard to believe that they can trust him lah. So your presentation outlook is linked to, are you operationally ready? Okay. Now then, your outlook versus your positioning. Okay. Now I was relating to you that I spent 16 years in the industry, right? So if you, some of those who have known me when I started in 2004, I was a scrawny guy, okay, wearing spectacles, and I was totally not credible. Okay. And what I was doing was I was positioning that, look, I've gained all this knowledge from this tool, and I work with the developer, the professor of this tool, and I have exactly his same knowledge. Okay. My outlook versus the positioning is not aligned. So when it's not aligned, you don't get results. Okay, so one of the key things that we all need to look at is, are we looking right for the part? Are we wearing an old T-shirt that we've been wearing for the last 15 years, and we are trying to provide coaching to, executive or director? Yeah, so that part is pretty important. Okay, moving on. A lot of you have issues with short front. So what I mean by short front is website. The solution to the website for cost effectiveness is using softwares like Wix. Okay, Wix, or the other one is I think Squarespace or something. So all these are user-friendly websites that almost have a ready template for you. You can just do those templates, and only when you're ready, you actually pay for it and you get your own domain name. And that is the instant. You don't have to go through the steps of engaging a designer and paying big fees for it. So now you need a shop front to tell people, because people usually check out each other or your competency through your website. Okay, name cards. Okay, there are people who offer freelance services on how to design, to do name card designs for you. You don't have to do it yourself. And most of them have ready templates. A lot of time when I speak to coaches and counselors and, hey, how's your coaching and how's things working out for you? They say, no business. Oh, is it? Why don't I take a look at your website or name card and help you overcome it? Don't have. Now, if you don't even have something to give it to me to, communicate, how would anybody be convinced? Okay. Now, experience. I think a lot of us have this issue of experience. Uh, Jace, I don't have people who would pay me to coach them. The big question is, people always evaluate to see how many cases have you done, how many years have you spent in this industry. If you don't have experience, nobody will entrust themselves to you based on some theories. So the big question is, how do I get started with experience? We always hear, never give away something when you are totally good at it. So the key idea here is that you're still not good at it, so give it away. And I've always seen a pattern. Okay, so I always told identity coaches that when you sign up, you have the 10 credits of the profiling tool. There is always this same pattern. When you give away those 10 credits and read the profiles for the people and do the coaching or counseling for them, somehow during the process, before you reach the 10th, one of them would say, hey, look, actually this is so useful. I have a friend that I think can come to you. And that always builds up your momentum. And some of you I've seen which is very successful using this method. But there'll be some of you who was, you get the momentum already, and then you make yourself not available. I'm so busy with work right now, then you lose the momentum, you start from zero. You have to give away 10 more to get started. So people ask, why don't I get coaching clients? This is one of the reasons. Okay, now availability as well. Okay, this is linked to the first one. Now, menu, menu, I don't know how you pronounce it, menu. Okay, a lot of times we don't know how to package our services. Is it going to be a la carte or is it going to be a buffet? A la carte means that people come to you when they have a specific need, okay? Or is it going to be a buffet? Just pay me a subscription. You can just pay me a flat fee and I can just counsel for you on any other topics. The problem is a lot of coaches don't even have a menu. So when you don't have a menu, do people know how to order? No, right? If you go to a restaurant and they say, hey, we have fruits, vegetables, cooking oil, meat, red meat, I have wine as well. What would you like? And I cook it for you. Now, people don't know what they can order from you. And when they don't know what to order from you, they don't know how to buy it from you. So apart from the shop front, you need to have a menu. Okay? Okay, now on the use of social media. Some of you most of us are on social media. A lot of us are on LinkedIn. And what do we do on LinkedIn? We we repost or we like other people's posts, and then we keep saying, we keep reading other people's recommendation. Oh, use social media is free, and it's going to get you business. Now I have to address a few key things. Social media may or may not make inquiries or translate that to business for you, mainly because you are doing a lot of the wrong things. Okay, if you are taking a very popular post and reposting it, people don't see the value in you. Okay, people don't know your menu. All right, now if you start to repost things that you like, or you have inclination to, people gets to start to know your values, but they still don't know what to buy from you. Okay, now how do you move from using social media, liking people posts or posting all these things, to a translated sales? It starts when you start posting of the work that you do. The work that you do in this case is coaching or counseling session. Okay, you cannot post the details, of course, but if you start to show on social media the active things that you're doing, then people say, oh, this guy is in coaching, and oh, through the evidence that is showing, he is providing a certain solution. Okay, so if you are a training company and you keep posting about you have been doing team building, for example, people know, oh, this guy does team building, and you show happy faces, you show the activities that's being done, people know to approach you on that. So the use of social media is not what we usually do on Facebook, liking, commenting. It is more to translating the ideas or the positioning of marketing into things that people can relate and engage you. Okay, moving on. Okay, the mistaken idea of social media. Okay, am I operationally ready? Do I have to register a company to start to be a coach? Um, okay, I'm not a accountant, and I cannot provide this legal advice because the law always says that when you start a business or collect money from people, you need to be registered. Okay, so the law says that. But in reality, sometimes before you get to the complication of starting a company, which most of the time the paperwork will kill everyone, you could actually provide services to the person. And when you collect money, just issue a receipt you have collected money from the person. In any case, at the IRAS ring you at the doorbell, you show, yes, I totally agree that I collected money and I have a receipt for it. But I didn't know that this amount is huge enough that it's worth your attention. Okay? And moving on from there, once you're ready and you're getting certain customers and you feel more comfortable, or you just basically feel more comfortable registering a company, you can do a sole proprietorship. I think in the past it was just $15. You can do it online. It takes you 30 seconds to do so. Now I think it's about 35 seconds, and because they want to collect money so fast from you, it's just 10 seconds. 10 seconds, $35. You have your company. You do not have to do a private limited. A private limited requires you to, do a lot of declaration, and I think the minimum sum for filing and accounting is about 2,000 Singapore dollars. You don't have to do that. Okay, a sole proprietor is just keeping your books, what comes in, what goes out, and that's it. If anybody from IRAS wants to ask, just show them that, and do your so-called filing. Just do in Excel or PDF and upload in the IRAS at the end of the day, and then it's fine. Okay, so with invoicing, you can use a Microsoft Word. Okay, you can put your name, you can put your logo, or you can use Excel, and it's just a format. You can save it into PDF, or you can just be a Word or a Excel that you send to the other person. That's all. It's that simple. It's that simple. Okay. Now, how do I do online coaching? I think just now I explained about doing the online coaching. You have to spend certain time listening to the person, and from there, let the person decide whether they want to go forward with your coaching. Of course, you need to explain some things without giving away too much.